This is a tour of the downtown area. It's a pretty nice place. Big buildings, lots of shops. The only times I've ever really been here before are at night time, after a night out. And it just looks like a completely different place from what I'm used to. It's much nicer in the daytime. At night there are lots of pretty neon lights, but it just doesn't look as nice as in the day. There are a lot more people out, the sun's shining, makes everything look a lot brighter. It's quite nice really. There are must be hundreds of cafes in this part of Ulsan, scattered everywhere. I'm not really a coffee person myself, so I've never actually drunk at one. See you? They're absolutely everywhere in Korea. Walk this way. Walking this way goes towards the main strip of town where everything is alive at night. Rows and rows of restaurants, clubs, pubs, bars. You can have a really good night out around there. But when it comes to daytime, it's completely dead. There's so much litter on the street from the night before. It's not a nice place to be when the sun's out. But this area I'm in now, just next to it, is a much nicer place. There is still a lot of litter on the floor. Korea has a bit of a trash problem, I think. They don't have many bins around, so I guess people just dump their trash on the floor. And I heard that the reason that they don't have bins is really just because they think they look unsightly. The government thinks they look unsightly. So they choose not to put them everywhere, which is pretty stupid in my opinion, but hey, it's my country. Square. That's where I got my phone from. Not that one. But yeah, that's another thing that are everywhere. Mobile phone shops, they are absolutely everywhere. We have various competition branches and brands right next to each other, competing for the business. Spoiled for choice sometimes. This is a Hyundai department store. It has about 14 floors, 99% of it purely clothes. I went to the top once and there were some TVs at the very top, but some of them are the latest Samsung 4Ks, which cost more than I'll make in 10 years. Let's have a look inside. It is a Sunday, so I'm surprised to see it open. It was closed the previous Sundays when I tried to come here. Okay. Pretty standard. Cosmetics on the bottom. Okay, I'm bored already. Let's go. Department stores aren't really my thing. I can usually handle them if they have some interesting electronic shops. But when they're just purely filled with clothes, it's boring really. Go back to where I came. Actually no, I'll try and go different. I'll walk along the main road. Things I have to get there, just go from this way. Nice view down there.
저쪽에 가가 빨리 구경해라니까 빨리 가서 빨리.
The whole, I guess, couple of miles squared that's surrounding me is what's considered new downtown. This is the more popular place for young people to come. It's very built up, very modern. You'll find brand new shops, apartments and brands. It's a nice place to be, but in my opinion, the old downtown, which is located on Taebyeon, just a short bus ride away, is a much more cultured place. You know, there are a lot more typical Korean alleys, small hole-in-the-wall restaurants. It's got real character, and I do enjoy going there, more so than here. New downtown is more of a going on a night out kind of thing. Probably a lot of them at Korean schools, English schools. That's the Lotte Hotel. It's a good landmark to take to taxi drivers when you want to come to this part of town. Never been to the top, but I have friends who have said it's like a really expensive bar. Really nice apparently. Really expensive. Yeah. These women in red, I think, they are campaigning for the local election. They stand outside in synchronised colours and try to get you to vote for their candidate, really. It's quite loud sometimes. Baskin Robbins, Dunkin' Donuts. It has been very westernised, this place. It's good in some respects, but it feels like Korea sometimes loses a lot of its culture. But there is a subway. I'm happy about that. A lot of hair places, cosmetic shops. Koreans are very self-conscious about their appearance and how their skin looks. You'll find skin shops and cream shops absolutely everywhere. I suppose it's a good thing, really. Many of the older women these days are looking quite young, and those products must be doing some good. Did I walk down here? I can't remember. I walked down here. I haven't walked down here. Oh yeah, there's Cafe Biscuit. Sorry, I've done a circle. Hands coffee? I think this way walk goes just towards just apartment blocks. Usually in areas with apartment blocks there's a lot of cool little restaurants. I am feeling a bit peckish. Over there is the cinema. I saw X-Men there the other day. It's a nice cinema, big building. It also has a H&M in it. It's one of the only places I can buy clothes my size. large. Most Korean men are generally a medium, so it can be a bit tricky sometimes. Restaurant. Sits on the floor restaurant. Seafood restaurant over there. Korean seafood is something else. If you like raw fish, then you'll love some of the restaurants around here. Raw fish, the Koreans know how to do well, just like the Japanese. Extremely fresh. A lot of the time you can choose the fish that you want to have, take it out of the tank, put it up for you. About 2 weeks ago, I was in a mini stop and I ate some fried chicken for some stupid reason. Heated it in the microwave that was in the store, and about 20 hours later I was throwing up on the toilet, and it was one of the most disgusting experiences I've had in Korea. It was horrible. So I will never be eating chicken from a convenience store again. In hindsight, it was a bad idea to even think about it, but at least I've learned my lesson. There's like an octopus restaurant over there. I'm not really a huge fan of octopus, in like raw octopus. I've had it before where the octopus tentacles are moving, but it's not something that I want to eat too often. You know, they just pick baby octopuses, cut them up and serve them to you straight away while the tentacles are still moving and wriggling around. You often find they stick to your mouth, they stick to your spoon, and if you drop them on the table, you literally cannot get them off. Cute doggy. So it's definitely different to back home. It's definitely something worth trying once, I'd say. If you're not too bothered about that sort of thing, you know, it's a great experience. I'm not sure if I'll be having it again too soon. Kids Park. Another coffee shop, or a coffee lab. Okay, you see those two spinning barbershop signs over there? I was told when I first got here by my cousins that if there's just one of those spinning signs, it's a barbershop. You know, you just go and get your hair cut there. But if there's two, allegedly it's a brothel. I've never even tried to validate that claim, but I've heard it from various people as well, so I'm assuming that's the case. I know prostitution is illegal in Korea, but people turn a blind eye to it. There's just one spinning one on the top over there. It's just a barbershop. One-on-one. Sorry, 1+1. It's a cool looking car wash anyway. Gas station. ELC. If that's the ELC I'm thinking of, ELC is one of the biggest chains of English learning schools in Korea. There's one right next to where I work. I know a couple of people that work for an ELC. Meant to be very popular among parents for sending their kids to. Down there. Alright guys, well, I have no idea where I'm going now, so I guess I'll just explore a bit more. I hope you enjoyed this little tour. Yeah, see you next time.